Is your trusty old laptop struggling under the weight of Windows 10? You know the feeling. Long boot times, fans spinning up just to open a browser, and constant updates slowing you down. Before you give up and buy a new machine, what if you could make that hardware feel brand new again? You can. Today, we're counting down 5 lightweight operating systems that are free, fast, and perfect for reviving aging computers. Kicking off our list at number 5, Linux Lite. The name says it all. It's light, familiar, and incredibly friendly for anyone coming from Windows. It's based on Ubuntu's long-term support release, which means you get 5 years of security updates and a super stable foundation. The magic behind its speed is the XFCE desktop environment. It's designed to be snappy and uses a layout that will feel instantly comfortable, complete with a taskbar and a start menu that's easy to navigate. It runs smoothly on machines with as little as 2.3 tanto omainas, was always installed before 6 gigas, Banso 7 gigabytes of RAM, and a full installation often takes less than 20 minutes. It's perfect for everyday tasks like browsing, writing documents, and joining Zoom calls. On the upside, it has minimal bloatware, great built-in driver support, and a helpful welcome screen to guide new users. The downside? While light, it's not the absolute lightest on our list, and the default theme can feel a bit plain until you customize it. Coming in at number 4. Peppermint OS. Peppermint takes a unique hybrid approach. It's built on a rock-solid Debian base, making it extremely stable and predictable. Its claim to fame is how it seamlessly blends traditional desktop applications with web apps. Using its custom ICE tool, you can turn any website into a site-specific browser, which acts just like a local application. This is fantastic for saving resources, as you can have dedicated apps for things like YouTube, Google Docs, or your favorite social media sites without installing heavy software. It has incredibly low RAM usage at idle, and absolutely flies on hardware that's a decade old. The pros are its lean panel, stable base, and innovative web app integration. The cons: it's a bit more minimalist out of the box, so you might need to install some power user features yourself, and it requires a bit more customization to feel fully polished. But number 3, we have Zorin OS Lite. If you want the speed of a lightweight OS but the polish of a modern commercial one, Zorin OS Lite is your answer. It's designed from the ground up to provide a smooth, premium, and Windows-like experience for newcomers. Under the hood, it uses the same fast XFCE desktop as Linux Lite, but with a layer of beautiful polished themes on top. It's super approachable, with a very low learning curve, and a solid software store that makes finding apps a breeze. It also has excellent hardware recognition, especially for older GPUs, and offers decent battery life on laptops. The main trade-off is that all this polish makes it slightly heavier than the most minimal distros. Also, some of the more advanced desktop layouts and features are reserved for the paid Core and Pro editions, but the free Lite version is more than enough for most users. Our runner-up at number 2 is Linux Mint XFCE. Linux Mint is legendary in the Linux world for one simple reason: everything just works. The XFCE edition takes that rock-solid reliability and combines it with a lean, efficient desktop. It's the definition of a set-it-and-forget-it operating system. It boasts fantastic driver support, includes all the necessary media codecs right out of the box, and features a consistent, non-intrusive update manager that keeps your system secure without getting in your way. It's incredibly stable, beginner-friendly, and has a predictable user interface that never springs surprises on you. If there's a knock against it, it's that the default look is a bit conservative and traditional. And while it's much lighter than Windows, it's a bit heavier than our number 1 pick, as it comes with a full suite of excellent applications pre-installed. And at number 1, the champion of lightweight performance, Anti-X. This is the absolute lightest, most resource-frugal OS on our list that's still practical for daily use. Anti-X is built for one purpose: to run on ancient hardware and run fast. It's based on Debian, but it strips things down to the bare essentials. It avoids Systemed, a common but heavier system manager, and instead uses ultra-lightweight window managers like Fluxbox or ICE WM. The result? Crazy low resource usage. On many machines, it idles at under 300 megabytes of RAM. It boots in seconds, can run entirely from a USB stick, and truly breathes life into ancient netbooks and desktops you thought were destined for the recycling bin. The experience is Spartan. Don't expect polished GUIs for everything. You should be prepared to tinker, learn new tools, and read a little documentation. But for raw performance, nothing else on this list comes close. We also have a few quick bonus mentions. For the truly brave, there's Tiny Core Linux, a hyper-minimalist OS that's more of a toolkit than a full desktop. For another great option focused on reviving old hardware, check out LXLE. And if you want a lightweight desktop on a very modern base, try the Fedora LXQT Spin. Now for some practical tips. Before you commit, always test drive an OS using a live USB. This lets you run the entire operating system from a USB stick without touching your hard drive. While you're there, check that critical hardware like your Wi-Fi, sound, and sleep functions work correctly. And just in case, always create a bootable Windows recovery drive before you start. Worried about apps? If you absolutely need Microsoft Office, the web version works great in any browser. Alternatively, LibreOffice is a powerful free and pre-installed alternative on many of these systems. For gaming, focus on lighter indie titles or use Steam's Proton compatibility layer, which allows many Windows games to run on Linux. So, what's the bottom line? For a comfortable, polished, and or Android easy transition, go with Linux Mint XFCE or Zorin OS Lite. For a balance of speed and user-friendliness, choose Peppermint or Linux Lite. And if your goal is maximum speed on the oldest possible hardware, Anti-X is your undisputed champion. Every machine is different, so if you're not sure which to pick, drop your computer's specs in the comments below, and I'll do my best to recommend a perfect match for your hardware.